In a move that will undoubtedly make many free speech advocates very, very happy, it was announced late Thursday evening that Ella G. Irwin, the head of trust and safety at Twitter, has resigned her position and is no longer with Elon Musk's company. Now, no official reason's been given, but a lot of people have a suspicion as to why it is she left. What does it all mean? Hang on, folks. We're going to get into all of this in just 1 second. My name is Brian Trippett. I am your front porch conservative. Step on up to my electronic front porch and let's talk. Ella G. Irwin, the now former head of Twitter's Safety Trust Division, is a fairly controversial figure inside social media circles. Now, her title is the head of, I should say, was the head of trust and safety. The reality is, according to a lot of people, she was heavily involved in content moderation. In other words, who and what you could see on Twitter. The best example of that in the minds of many was the recent Eliza Blue controversy that happened around the beginning of 2023 when people were having their Twitter accounts banned simply for asking basic questions or posting videos that were otherwise a matter of public record. No privacy violations were happening, but yet their accounts would be taken down, and heat came on Ella Irwin for her role in all of that. But she survived that, yet all of a sudden she is now out at Twitter with very little explanation as to why. But as I said, people do have a theory as to what happened. So let's take a look at the article that starts all this, and we'll get into an analysis of how this may have gone down and why it is she left. So let's start with an article from Fortune.com. Headline: Twitter's head of trust and safety, Ella Irwin, has resigned and her Slack account is deactivated, according to sources. This article was written by Kylie Robeson yesterday, June 1st, posted at 7:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ella Irwin, Twitter's head of trust and safety and one of Elon Musk's top lieutenants, is no longer in Twitter's internal Slack, according to a source familiar and a screenshot of her deactivated account viewed by Fortune. Irwin declined Fortune's request for comment but confirmed her resignation. Reuters also confirmed Irwin resigned from the company, but it is not clear why. A former Amazon director who joined in June 2022, a few months before Musk acquired Twitter in November, Irwin quickly earned the new Twitter's owner's trust and became one of his top executives at the company, overseeing content moderation after the high-profile departure of the company's former head of trust and safety, Yoel Roth. While it is not clear why Irwin has left Twitter, sources at Twitter have speculated about whether her departure might be connected to Musk's recent criticism of the company's decision to moderate content from conservative news site The Daily Wire. Hold on to that, folks. We're going to get back to that in just a few minutes. Twitter's approach to content moderation has become much looser and controversial under Musk, who has described himself as a, quote, free speech absolutist. Earlier this week, the anti-hate group said it had flagged 100 tweets with racist, homophobic, and other abusive content posted by users of Twitter's premium $8 per month Twitter Blue service, and that 99 of the tweets were still available on Twitter 4 days later. Irwin's role as one of the top executives at Twitter has taken place during a tumultuous period of the company, as Musk has laid off thousands of employees and advertisers have fled. In January, the Daily Beast profile, a former colleague described Irwin as someone who, quote, thrives in environments that are on fire. After Musk eliminated Twitter's public relations department, Irwin often served as the company's de facto spokesperson, commenting about Twitter's policies to reporters and regularly engaging with Twitter users about content moderation decisions. In April, after a user criticized Irwin for allowing Nazi-related content on the platform, she tweeted back at them, "I would never defend Nazis, and I don't know anyone at Twitter that would. I've had family members who were burned to death by Nazis. I do, however, believe in free speech, even speech I disagree with or despise. There are limits, and what we will restrict the reach of hateful content. So, she is out at Twitter, but that sort of begs the question, why? I mean, from her time of arrival on June 2022 to the day she resigned yesterday, she survived a lot of controversy from a lot of people over a lot of reasons. But what could it be that finally broke the camel's back, so to speak? Well, there's a theory being floated, and I don't think it could be too far from the truth. Let's take a look at an article from Variety magazine. Check this out. Headline: Elon Musk says Twitter rejection of Daily Wire's "What is a Woman" doc over misgendering was, quote, a mistake by many people at Twitter. In an article written by Todd Spangler, posted yesterday, we read the following. Twitter nixed a deal with Daily Wire to premiere the conservative website's What is a Woman documentary for free on the platform because of two instances of, quote, misgendering in the film, according to Daily Wire CEO Jeremy Boring. Not only that, Boring claimed that in a Twitter thread Thursday, Twitter reps told the Daily Wire that the social network, quote, would no longer provide us any support and would actually limit the reach of the film and label it as hateful conduct because of misgendering, end of quote. Daily Wire still plans to upload the movie to Twitter on Thursday as of 8 p.m. Eastern, the CEO said. Quote, will Twitter make good on their threat to throttle it and label it as hateful content, or will Twitter live up to its great promise? We'll all find out together, Boring wrote. Now, that's what started all this. Here's Elon Musk's response, and this was updated later in the day. In this same article from Variety, Twitter owner Elon Musk said the company reported rejection of the Daily Wire's documentary What is a Woman on the basis of, quote, misgendering was, quote, a mistake by many people at Twitter. It is definitely allowed, end of quote. This is a quote from Elon Musk. Whether or not you agree with someone's using preferred pronouns, not doing so is at most rude and certainly breaks no laws. I should note that I do personally use someone's preferred pronouns, just as I use someone's preferred name, simply from the standpoint of good manners. However, for the same reason, I object to rude behavior, ostracism, or threats of violence if the wrong pronoun or name is used. It sounds to me, and I could be absolutely dead wrong about this, it sounds to me as though we have an issue here of an employee being ticked off at their employer over the fact that a decision that the employee made was overridden by the employer. Now, I don't know Ella Irwin's politics. I don't know her ideological views or anything else, but she strikes me as the kind of person who is trying to find a balance between two things. Here are the things I believe. Here's what Twitter is trying to do. And, I'm trying to walk a line here to satisfy both things, my personal beliefs and the company's mission statement. Somebody at Twitter, be it Ella G. Irwin or somebody under her or perhaps by committee, who knows, someone or someones made a decision to not air the documentary What is a Woman, done by Matt Walsh on behalf of the Daily Wire. Elon comes along and overrides the decision. Now, again, no one is officially saying the why, but it wouldn't surprise me if a conversation went down between Elon Musk and Ella Irwin, and Ella basically reads him the riot act going, look, you just undercut my authority. You just undercut everything I just did. How could you do this to me? Elon's like, I'm the boss. Now, did it get heated? Did the conversation? I don't know. But it really would not surprise me if that, in her mind, was the last thing she could possibly take and said, that's it. You're not doing this to me. You're not undercutting me in public. You're not undercutting me inside the company. I'm done. But regardless of how it went down, she's out. And like I said, there's a lot of free speech advocates out there who are going to be very happy. Now, what does this mean for the long run? Who replaces her? Who knows? There is a new CEO that's coming in, Linda Yacarino, she was hired about 3 weeks ago. Is she going to go with another Ella Irwin? That same type of temperament, that same type of controversial take when it comes to issues of free speech? Is she going to find someone even more of a free speech advocate to put in at the head of trust and safety? I have no idea. We'll see how it goes down. People are worried about Yacarino becoming the CEO because they've seen some of her past statements at Comcast and other places that she's worked. And they're like, hey, Elon, you're saying you're a free speech absolutist and you're hiring this lady? What's the deal? So this is going to be a very interesting development to watch, and we'll see how it all plays out. But in the meanwhile, please do your friend here some favors. Number 1, if you're not a subscriber to the channel, please do so. Number 2, hit the bell for notifications. I want to make sure you're always aware when we've got a new video going up. Number 3, please share the video around. It would be a huge help to me. And number 4, give me a thumbs up on this thing. I'm a one-man band, and I'm trying to make a going little concern being a big going concern. My name is Brian Trippett. I am your Front Porch Conservative, and I'll see you next time.